Hello everybody. This Strata Scratch is a website where you can find the real interview questions which have been asked in the top companies, right? So today in this tutorial what we're gonna do is I'm going to look for the interview questions asked in the FAANG companies, which is Facebook, Amazon, Airbnb, Netflix, Google, etc., right? And into this let me look for a question which is available for free. Okay, so you see these locks, that means these are not free, you'll have to take a premium, right? There are charges. What you can do is you can go in pricing and you can see the charges, and then you can come back over here and maybe if you are interested. So but over here I see there is one question which is for Amazon and the difficulty level is medium. Here is the interview question and this is the ID. The question is finding user purchase. Okay, let's try and go to the question. Okay, so here comes the question. Here it says write a query that will identify returning active users, right? So now you should get a question, you should ask the question to the interviewer, what does mean by returning active users? So here in the question it has explained a returning active user is a user that has made a second purchase within 7 days of any of their purchases, right? So what does it mean actually is if there is a customer who has done consecutive transactions within 7 days, those are the active returning customers. I'll explain you. But in the output, what is expected in the output, they are only interested in seeing the user IDs. So the data which they are providing, that has all these columns: ID, which is transaction ID, user ID, item created at, and revenue. For your exercise or for this question, we require only two things: user ID and created ID. To get the data, what you can do is you just run this code. Let me run this for you. Looks like there is some problem. Okay, let me run this code for you. So this code is executed over here, right? What you can do is you can just open this in a new page and copy this, put it in Excel, and then import it in Python or wherever you want to solve this, right? If you want to solve this in here, you can solve this over here also, right? So today I'm going to solve this problem statement using pandas. If you are interested in learning how to solve this using SQL, let me know into the comment section. I'll definitely explain that. Okay, so here I have the data. Now what I have done is I have taken this into the Excel over here. What exactly the question is asking? Let's say I sort this data. To understand that, I will sort this data, and you see over here the user ID is 100. For this user, these all are the transactions, right? These are all the transactions. And now you see these are the transaction dates. So if you see, first transaction he did on 18th March, second is 29th March. So the difference between these two is more than 7 days. But if you see over here, okay, let me do another sort. There are two sort which we need to do: user ID and then by created at. Okay, these two sorts. All right, so now if you see, the user ID is 100, and if you see the first transaction which it has done is on 7th March, second is on 13th March. So the difference between these two is less than 5 days. Okay, so this is the active returning customer. If you see over here, here also the difference is less than 7 days, but if you see over here the difference is more than 7 days. But that doesn't matter. All those transactions which this particular user has done, between any of these two transactions, between any of those two transactions, the day difference should be 7 days. So I just hope that you have understood the question, right? For example, if you see over here, these are the two transactions. Here also the difference is just 1 day, right? So these all are the transactions where the difference is less than 7 days. If you can see over here, right? These are the different customers. So we need to find all those customers where the difference is less than 7 days. Okay, let's just jump to the pandas and let me try to show you how you can do this, right? So for example, you see this one. The user ID is 116, but the day difference is more than 7 days. So this is not a returning active user. All right, let me take you to the Jupyter notebook. Here we have already imported that data. Now the first thing which I will start with is I'll sort this data. Amazon dot sort values. So Amazon is my data frame and I'm just sorting it by two columns, which is user ID and the created at, and I would say in place equals to true. Let's see the data. Amazon dot hit. So here we go. Now the data is sorted, right? Next thing which comes is finding the difference between these two consecutive dates. Very important concept. Okay, how can you do that? So for that I'm just going to do this thing, Amazon dot group by, and into that we need to group it by user ID. So you see this is grouped. Now we need to find the difference between dates created at, right? So let me just do that, and I need to find the difference. So you see here we got that the differences are over here. So the problem statement is if you have to find the difference, so wherever user ID changes, it should the difference should not continue. Okay, let me try to explain you. Amazon, here I'm just going to create a variable into this which will be day, let's call it day diff. Okay, and then let's say Amazon dot head. Now here it is pretty clear. So you see this is the first entry, and over here you are getting NAT, right? No time. Over here the user ID changes and again you have NAT. Let me show you some 10 records. Okay, now again you can see over here. So what you observe is wherever the user ID changes, the difference starts from the 0, right? Which is fine. That's exactly what you need. If it doesn't happen, then what will happen is that will give you the incorrect answer, right? Because it will subtract the difference from the previous date which is for another user, right? So that's this exactly what we want, and it has been done. I just hope that it is clear to you. The next thing which we need to do is we need to filter out all those transactions where the day difference is less than or equals to 7 days. Let's just do that. I'm going to say Amazon, and into that again Amazon and day diff. So if you observe this day diff, let's try to check out the data type for this column. Okay, so for that what you can do is you say Amazon dot info, and you see the data type for this is time delta. So to filter the time delta, this is the logic which you can use. All right, and here you're gonna say pd dot time delta, and inside that into the bracket you put the values howsoever it is written. So you see it is written number and then space and then days. So what we require is 7 days, less than or equals to 7 days. All right, so let's just see that. Looks good. All right, so here you got all those records, right? Now you can see all the records which have 7 days, but now there is one problem. You see over here each of these things have duplicates. We require the unique, right? So what I'm going to do is I'll say user ID dot unique. Let's run this. Yeah, here is what you got, right? So you got the answer. These are the user IDs, these are the users which are returning active users. To validate this, what you can do is you can go back to the website, and let me just say failed. Here is the solution. It gives you the solution over here. Here you see, here's the solution which has been given. So what you can do is you can copy this and you can put it in Excel and validate the answer whatever I just created. Okay, so you see 103, 105, 109, 110, and that is what you have over here as well, right? So I just hope that it was simple for you to understand. Just in case of any doubt, put that into the comment section. I'll definitely try to help you out. And again, if you want me to solve this in SQL, do let me know. I'll create another video for that. Thank you very much for watching this. Wish you good luck.